What's going on? Just if I can get it to connect. Had to walk up and check the mail and whatnot. What's up, TPH victims? What's up, Todd Sif? Or Sil? How's everyone doing today? Everyone hear me okay? All right. Yeah, I was trying to find a good app that I can go live on. And was trying to figure it out because for YouTube to go live off of that app, you need 1,000 subscribers. So I'm just out figuring I'd try this. I'd download it, see what happened, see how well it would work. I'm doing pretty good, Todd. Just out enjoying the day a little. And this is the first time going live for me, so you got to bear with me. I don't have my gimbal with me. Hi, Amanda. How are you today? Saw you live earlier. I messaged you and then I seen you had Streamlabs, so I figured I would try it. Thank you. I think I lucked out when I got this phone. I had a Galaxy S7 and I upgraded to a iPhone 11. I'll show you all what I'm looking at right now. That right there is the pond on the property I live on. And if you remember, if you went through any of my vids, you will see one where I'm sitting on a pond deck. Yeah, she was very good. I thought it was crazy about the scooters. Yep, smallmouth bass. It's fully stocked with them. There's some grass carp in here. Got a lot of algae in it, but it's actually pretty decent sized bass in here. I caught at least 3-pound bass out of here at one point. And there was one just jumped right over there. But like I was saying, I was trying to figure out what I could do for going live without having to go through YouTube. And I figured try a Streamlab. I seen a few people use it. So that's what I did. It's been a somewhat frustrating day this morning. I have anxiety issues at times, and sometimes it gets pretty bad, and girlfriend told me, get out the damn house. So I did. So I figured I'd do this while I'm outside and see what is going on. So I just wanted to say hi and try this out. But I can't think of anything to talk about. Oh, I do have a somewhat update. The Ford Explorer I drive is getting the rear end taken out of it. Well, pretty much the whole rear end except for the pumpkin. I ordered new knuckles with wheel bearings and parking brakes to put in. So I got those to do. I got to get that done. Once I get that done, I'll hopefully be ready to go. We're going to load up the trailer and then set it aside. And I hope it's all waterproof and whatnot. But that's neither here nor there. We'll see. Up there's the house. I'll walk back this way. Poor Dirt Farmer's got a lot of nice little property with everything, where he lives. Well, where I live right now, currently, 75 acres worth of land. And there's hunting, and as you saw, there's fishing. But this year, I probably won't be able to hunt. I gotta check the regs on when hunting starts for bow season. We'll see what that is. If it's early, maybe I'll go out and get lucky and get a doe. Al SoCal, what's going on? Saw you live this morning doing a cop watch. But yeah, this is pretty much the path going to the back part of the property. I haven't really done a video showing the whole property or whatnot, but it's actually pretty good size. Just up on this ridge, I have a tree stand. Upstate New York. I am now. It's gotten better since this morning. I was telling everyone earlier that I suffer from anxiety at times, and there's times where it gets so bad the girlfriend will tell me just to get the hell out of the house. Go figure. But yeah, I'm gonna miss this property come October, because I'll be out your way, Al. I'll be moving down towards Montclair, California. But yeah, all this. Sometimes we'll see foxes. There's definitely deer around here. And I've also seen some wild turkey at times. But it goes all the way down that way. And there's another field off to the left. And like a little cutback going in. which is right around where I got my deer last year. There's a creek that runs right along there. And of course, all the way down at that end of the field. Yeah, definitely. Girlfriend and I plan to be out there before her birthday, October 5th. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, and you want to know what the best part is, Al? The rent for the 1-bedroom apartment we have on the property, $650 a month, plus electric. So that is the best part. I know another change that's coming up is, I know a lot of you probably saw how my front upper 4 teeth are and how decayed they are. Well, that's due to a accident at work getting hit with a 22-ounce framing hammer. Well, eating a chicken wing the other day, the enamel on the front part of one tooth came completely off. So I scheduled an appointment with the dentist, and I'm thankful that I was able to get in right away. I have an appointment on Monday. I'm not happy about the expense, although it is costing me, I went to Aspen Dental, and they quoted over 10 grand worth of work. Dentist I went to quoted about $2,500, which was more reasonable, but to get everything done would have took longer. Well, this dentist quoted me 3 grand. So I'm dealing with that. I hopefully will have everything done and paid for before I leave here, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. I know when I get out there, I have talked to SGV about maybe getting some filming done with him. I want to try to meet up with Furry, if possible, because she's great. Yeah, I want to start putting in legwork more than what I have been. New York has a few bad memories for me. And, oh, I know. I actually drove to California last year, Al, and spent some time between Chino and Victorville, along with going to camp at the Sequoia National Forest in Fresno County, which, and everything. But I want to get together with a couple of the auditors out there, and eventually I got to get a hold of Junkyard News, because I think he might know more about the area of where I can go hunting to fish. I do a lot of bass fishing, and I like hunting. You know, I have the bow hunt. Yeah, I don't doubt that, Al. He's one of the best. I actually like a lot of his videos, and the one video I saw within the last week or so was where he caught the bike cop sitting on private property, and it was funny as hell. That was some funny stuff. But yeah, I definitely want to get some more videos done. I was actually gonna do a video when I went up to my brother's dad's house over the weekend, but by the time I left there, I had to go to the res to get cigarettes, and I got home at like 1:30 a.m. But I went through Rochester, New York, you know, the city and whatnot, and on the one avenue there's a bunch of like little bars and whatnot, like Irish pub type thing. There was about 4 or 5 cops with flashlights walking down the street, and the bars were packed. There was no social distancing whatsoever. I went to what was it, Silver Lake over by Victorville. I went there, and me, the girlfriend, and her brother rented a boat for like half a day, and did some striped bass fishing. And then there was the one year, 2017, she went, because it was my first time in California, we drove up to Newport Beach and did a fishing day for like half day fishing out on one of the big boats. That's one of the areas. See, our plan is to move out to Cali and try to buy a piece of property. Well, I'll try to buy the property. She wants to get a mobile home put on it and whatnot. But she knows that I want acreage. And I did find a piece, although it's like one long strip, it's like 80 some feet wide and about 2.5 acres back. But that's what our plan was. And one of the places that we were looking at was Big Bear Owl. And that was actually something that we were considering and whatnot, and which I'm all for, because she's been in New York since 2016 and I've been back here since 2011, because I lived in PA for 30 some years and then moved back. It's one of those things where we want to try to get back there so she could be with her family, because her brother's older than her and has a couple health issues that she wants to be near them just in case. You know, something like that. If you're really into bass fishing, check out Lunkers, Lojo, and Guggen Baits. The Googan Squad. They are some of the best out there for bass fishing, and I'll tell you what, one of the Googan baits that I use is the 10-inch Mondo worm in the chartreuse, like watermelon color. That actually works really, really good for bass. No brainer in this pond. Yeah, but yeah. I am gonna miss this property. There's I have a cousin out there that lives over in San Bernardino, in that area. But I'll probably get in touch with her and see how she's doing. I haven't seen her since 2017. But, Ooh. Yeah, some are probably closed due to the crap that we're going through. If this is buffering, yeah, bear with me. The internet here kind of sucks. I'm doing this all on my phone, so. But, yeah. Anyways, I don't want to. Oh. I know. I think in the city it'd probably be a lot better. I'm on the outskirts. And the Wi-Fi here is actually crappy. Let's see if that does anything. I turned the Wi-Fi off on my phone. Our Wi-Fi is through a satellite dish, so it sucks here. I don't know who all came in. I see. It dropped down to 3. But I'll take another walk out. See how just to check. Maybe I'll show you guys the trailer I've been working on. Girlfriend picked up this homemade utility trailer. I know I showed it once in the videos. And it's about 6.5 by 10 foot. Oh, I believe it, Al. Trust me, I believe it. Yeah, I know one of the things I wouldn't mind doing is swinging by Big Blue. Just to get a feel for what, like, Nasty Nathaniel, SGV, and Johnny 5-0 all went through with that. Because I think that whole place is a crock of shit. I'm not monetized, so I don't give a damn. Yeah, I was raised in a city damn near my whole life, and when I was born, I lived in the country for 5 years. Our closest neighbor was across the road, but after that was a country mile. Seems like. And welcome back, Amanda. Yeah, last chance, I think it is too. Yeah, I caught some of the older vids from like Johnny 5-0 and them, and the shit that they do, I would really, I just want to say, fuck you to them. Now I'm over by the other building where I keep the trailer. Usually the landlord charges for storage, but he knows I'm working on it, so he won't say anything. And I can actually see. Oh, it's okay, Amanda. There goes the kitty. Yeah, I like a lot of the West Coast digital videos. Although I missed seeing his videos for a while because they haven't shown up too much. This right here, that's the trailer I've been working on. From what it looked like before, it didn't have walls on it or a roof. And I actually had to weld this on. I put this on. I put new chains on it. We painted it. I built the walls, the roof, put doors on it, water sealed it. And of course, the backside, it's still got all my tools in. I even put a little bit light inside. So the plan is to load that up with whatever we're taking, fill both cars up, and take off. Well, it does look good. I don't know about sturdy. About the only wood I bought was the plywood for the walls and the door. Everything else I had on hand because of when I used to do construction. All the walls were prefabbed, and they would send the walls with sitting on like 2x6s nailed with blocks in between, and they'd have the walls sitting on top of that, so the machines would be able to slide in under it and pick them up. Well, I had probably 30 of them, and I pulled my table saw out, ripped them down to about 2.5 inches, and used that to make studs. And that's pretty much how that came about to being fixed. And then, of course, I had a welder, and I was able to weld that tongue on because the one that was on it didn't have a lock, which wasn't too bad. If it wasn't that windy out, I'd pull my bow out and shoot that for a little bit. I usually set it up right over here. This way I can measure out like 20 yards, 30 yards, and 40 yards and get it dialed in really good. Oh ho ho. Oh ho ho. Wow. I'm not saying anything. I won't say anything. Ho ho ho. But yeah. But yeah, I won't say anything about that little thing. That's not mine. That belongs to my 80-some-year-old landlord. Oh, I don't even know if he has the medical card for it. I just know that I came out one day and there was 3 of them. Let's see. Thanks, Al. But yeah, this whole place is kind of close to me. I love it here. Landlord even has a little 3-par putting or driving range. Yeah, I think so too, Al. I know there's only a few up here. I did a video, well, I contacted San Joaquin Valley Transparency about an auditor, probably he's from about 2 hours away from me. And I mentioned it to him, and he did a thing for the video, posting it and everything to show this auditor and what happened. And I didn't really have a way to get a hold of him unless I went on Instagram. So I did that, got a hold of him, mentioned about there was San Joaquin with the video showing what happened to that auditor, and he gave a shout out to me and posted one of my videos that I did, giving a shout out to him and thanking him for what he did, because my channel is so small. I didn't have a lot. I was at like 43 subscribers, 44 subscribers, and then I'm up to 164 right now, just from that weekend. It was up, but it varies. There have been a few that have come down your way, Randy. I mean, who else? James, I think Wright's Crispy might have been in there. I can't remember. I would have to go back through the vids. But yeah, San Joaquin went and did that for the video, and I ended up with over 100 more subscribers. It's on us to help each other out and bring awareness to the different areas. You know, not a lot of us probably have much family left. Here I am, I'll be 45 in a month or two, and you know, I had a brother that was shot and killed 9 years ago. I got into this when I found it on YouTube. Oh, I agree, Last Chance. SGV is good. Thank you, Amanda. Yeah, you would think after 9 years it gets easier to talk about it. I can honestly say that it doesn't. I still have issues. I still try to pull up, remember his face. I want to remember him for who he was. You know, he was my brother. We might not have seen eye to eye on some things, but he's family. For a cause for civil rights, it's something that we all have to be aware of. You know, the Founding Father said that if we don't use our rights, we lose them. That's what happens. That's plain and simple. The thing about my brother, they pretty much closed his case. Oop, battery's dying. They closed his case and didn't do anything after the fact that, you know, trying to find the person that killed him. Hi, Mrs. Audding, Chicago. How are you? I'm glad you came. Thank you for stopping by my channel in the inaugural live chat. Let's see. Ooh. I don't think I'm subscribed to you, but hey, I can easily remedy that. Oh, my charger's dying. But anyway, yeah. There we go. Anyway, like I was saying, if we don't use our rights, we lose them. One of our rights is freedom of speech, freedom of press, and all that. You know, freedom of expression. I was watching Furry's live stream today, and she was in San Diego because she had to go to the courts, and I couldn't help but laugh as she's walking down the street talking to everyone. Well, thank you, Miss Audding, Chicago. Don't mind my language. I'm not monetized. I don't care. But she flipped everyone off, the police, and there was a little blue smart car or pink smart car that started shouting out to Furry, giving her lip and everything. And I had to laugh for what Furry said. It was funny. But, freedom of speech is one of the more integral things. Hey, Auditing Chicago, how are you? Welcome to the chat. The Fourth Amendment. That is another great amendment dealing with, searches and seizures and all that, and being secure and all that in the state. And I told him why. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah. I asked about the stop and ID. There we go. And he agreed that they have to articulate reasonable suspicion of a crime. And I was asking him about it, and him and I were talking for a good 5-10 minutes about it. And, I have a lot of respect for this sheriff. Well, he's a deputy sheriff. And everything that he says, get him, Mrs. Auditing Chicago. I don't see him all the time. I see him every once in a while, out and about. He'll stop and say hi, talk to me. There's always good ones and there's always just bad ones. 9 times out of 10, the good ones won't do anything if there's a bad one there, unless it's something that they feel they need to. Do I have issues with the police? No, I don't have any issues with the police. They get no respect. If I do have anything bad to say, it's about the police that investigated and basically closed the books on my brother when he was killed. I have no respect for them or the DA or that whole area. I agree. And I remember when I would come up to New York for the summer to spend it at my mom's, her boyfriend, my brother's dad, always had issues with the police over stupid shit. There's so much that could be done, but they won't do it. They should have never closed the case on my brother. They should have kept going, found more evidence. Oh, and what's really a kicker is the person that they took to the grand jury to try to examine for a sawed-off shotgun. That is the area that my brother lived in. Oh, ow, it's not necessarily their emotions, it's their egos. Honestly, I think they're compensating for something. And if it's a woman cop, they got the biggest ego of all because they have to go and try to be better than the bad officers that are male. That's what I think about that. You know, police had someone pulled over, whatnot. They were doing a stop. He walked up and filmed it, and looked like a state trooper didn't like that type of language. Well, it's freedom of speech. The trooper ripped the guy's mask off. And the trooper was standing within a foot of the guy's face. Is a big ego thinking, you saw that, Randy? That video was enough to make someone pissed. Oh, I was pissed. Granted, we're in a pandemic. That man's face mask off. And the trooper wasn't even wearing a face mask. Yeah. Maybe that trooper needed to go and, because maybe the yellow snow was getting too much for him. That whole thing was despicable. I agree with you there, Randy. There was a few. There was well, here you go. No, you're not rude. You're the sweetest one out there. You're always in the live streams. A while back in one of my vids, I mentioned about maybe doing a live stream. I was going to do it on my desktop. I was going to name the live stream Opinions Are Like Assholes, What's Yours Smell Like? Just to get a bunch of different opinions. Yeah. That would have been the funniest thing. Yeah, I can't say too much about it. Everyone has an opinion. Yeah. I can't. I can't help but think about it. Don't mind my haircut at all. It's summertime. It's gotten hot up here. It's a humid hot. YouTube, Mrs. AC, you take it easy. And hopefully I'll see you again. Oh, the cat doesn't have my tongue, Randy. My tongue keeps licking, keeps on ticking. Hey, cop blocker. Although, my girlfriend might disagree with me on that one. But, yeah. Oh. Ooh. Almost an hour on this live stream? Wow. But, there's a bunch of bars right there. There's 4 or 5 cops walking down one side. You've seen 3 or 4 cop cars parked at different spots. You... I'll see you later, Mrs. AC. I'll look for you and subscribe. But yeah, a lot of police were there. The bars had and whatnot. And it was crazy. Yeah, things are pretty messed up now with that. Oh, landlord just got home from playing golf. But yeah. Everything I've seen in probably 25 years since I turned 18. Yeah. You know, I've had my run-ins. But, yeah. Hey, how'd you make out?
Oh, we had fun.
That's good. Move a tractor so I can pull this in and work on it, use the air tools. But Fifth Amendment, I don't answer questions. I don't answer shit. That's how I pretty much feel. I'll have to figure a couple things out. If I can get this work done on here, maybe I'll be able to get some videoing done. But anyways, I want to go ahead and end this here. I will hopefully see you all later, and I hope everyone stays safe.